And Barak to Yahweh, Barakatha, Yahweh Shah, Barak to Yahweh, Barakatha, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, What Profit a Man, Kevin Gates? Lord, will you are edified. My source, BET.com, and this article is entitled Kevin Gates Reveals He Planned to Kill Himself in 2020. Fan Changed His Mind. And I quote, "See, I don't do the man, I'm about to kill myself. I don't want no attention," he said, speaking to the host during the interview. "I was going the way of the samurai. Just smashed myself because I was to the point I ain't want to live no more." When asked what pushed him to that point, the 35-year-old said that he was unhappy, was under a lot of pressure to be a provider, and didn't feel like he was being celebrated at home but tolerated, meaning he was having issues with his woman. All right? Further proves the wickedness of the woman, and also that so-called theory of being a alpha male, Salakia, and alpha male, according to the so-called red pill community, that doesn't exist. Why? Because at the end of the day, Jake cannot escape the curses. Having issues with your woman being disorderly, is a result of the curses. The only blessed ones, okay, within this kingdom, from a carnality standpoint, is the nobility of Edom. They control this entire system. Their women are in order. Again, this further proves no matter how much money you make, the curses are still activated on you. And again, a so-called new age alpha male being explained by Kevin Samuels, Stuff is Cold, Alpha Male Strategies, it doesn't exist. Not saying that these individuals do not give out great points, because they do. But Kevin Gates proved my statement to be true. Let me continue. As men, when you a provider and you not feeling like you being celebrated in the proper manner, you feel like you only being tolerated. When I was in the streets, I used to hate going home because I feel like I wasn't welcome there. Y'all act like I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, he said. We so busy being tough and harboring all these resentments and emotions and the shit we deal with. The pressure was on top of my head. I was like, man, I quit. I had a raw letter that I wrote about everything. He said, I was just saying, I don't regret nobody I ever stepped on. If I did, your mama ain't raised you right. I wrote about how I've been in love before and had my heart broken. How the first woman to ever break my heart was my mother, and the only woman to ever love me was my grandmother. What about Drika, right? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her mind, all right, that's what I means in the Hebrew, shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. In this case, Kevin Gates and Drika, and toward her son and toward her daughter also. The tender and delicate woman proving how our women will lose that vibration of being feminine and becoming more masculine in the latter times, such as now. Okay. After completing his workout, he said he put on his jewelry and looked at himself in the mirror. And as he was leaving the gym, a fan approached him. White boy walked up on me, kind of big. I see him in there a lot. He said, "Can I approach you?" He like, "Man, your music is the only thing that make this crazy world make sense." I was like, "Man, the world's a cruel place. Trust me, I know," said Kevin. That was then that he spoke with the fan and shared that he was going to kill himself. He cried and grabbed me, and he said, "If you do that, so many people gonna take their own life because you all we got." This shows you how God works through people. Gates continued. I said, "You know what? I guess I'll stick around a while." And that's the point. Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. For what is a man profit? Let me read that again. For what is a man profit? Meaning what? Gains. Gaining. Okay? If he shall gain the whole world. When you look this term up, gain in the Greek, it means to win. The whole world. Going into what? Let's focus on world. According to the Greek. Cosmos.
Strong's G 2889. Cosmos. Cosmos.
Okay, cosmos. And seven, 8. The whole circle of earthly goods. Kevin Gates has this. Endowments, riches, advantages, pleasures, the money, the private jets, the women, the cars, fashion, multiple bank accounts, all right? Any fleshly desires, he can't attain that, okay? If he shall gain the whole world, Kevin Gates has gained the whole world and loses his own soul. And that's what happens when you trim your ways for Esau. Although you sold out and you are financially in a better position, however, the curses still apply. Point blank, period. The only way we can be redeemed from the curses, hence Yahushua. And when you go into that term, why trim your ways, or trimmest in the Hebrew, that trimmest is going to find favor, being successful. Jake will sell their souls to find favor and to be successful. Going into attaining earthly gains, okay, and loses his own soul, meaning you are willing to sacrifice any and everybody, including yourself, to attain the world. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And at the end of the day, these so-called celebrities are not happy because they sold out. And even Tekashi 6ix9ine stated in an interview I saw maybe a week ago, there's no such thing as being an independent artist, meaning you will have to sit down with Apple and Tidal, and they will instruct you what to do. He stated that everybody you see, from Kanye to Jay-Z, and he did not mention their names. He stated it such as, everybody you see has been set up. The game is rigged. The game is rigged. See, we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and 2/3 of our people and the rest of the non-elect, they are fatherless. And therefore, if they don't have a mediator such as Yahushua, Lord will, we are the hopeful elect, and Lord will, you were edified. Shalom.